Louder, louder. Net.
Saturday night in Bratislava, Patrick Fischer and his Swiss team getting set to take on Sweden. Sweden dropped the opening game of this tournament. They have been perfect ever since. And Switzerland at 4-0.
This will be a good test. Switzerland hasn't played any of the top 3 teams, so we're not sure exactly how good they are. The Swedes lost to the one really good team they played and piled on the goals and the wins against the lower level teams. This will be an interesting one. I think Switzerland thinks that they are right there with the Czechs and the Swedes and the Russians. We will find out. Very interesting matchup.
And they should feel they're right there. They lost in the gold medal final in a shootout to Sweden last year. Henrik Lundqvist back in nets for Sweden, comes in with a goals against average of 1.69.
I like Reto Berra's numbers.
Yes.
Perfect. Nothing against yet. 2 shutouts in 2 starts. But those starts came against Italy and Austria.
He's faced 37 shots. He stopped 37 shots. Referees are Olivier Gouin of Canada, Manuel Nikolic of Austria. The linesmen are Rene Jensen of Denmark and Yuri Ondrachuk of the Czech Republic, and we are underway. Ambule will play this in. Simon Mosier goes in after it. A bump in the corner on Adam Larsson. And it's out at center ice, but this is gobbled up. In across for Lucas Frick. He'll drop for Berchi. And a save made. Rebound. Lundqvist dives across. Sharp angle chance for Lucas Frick. The defenseman, and Henrik Lundqvist dives back to make the stop. Nico Hischier on for Yannick Weber. Weber drops. Preplant sends it around the boards for Roman Josi. Josi back for Preplant. Tried to get that for Kevin Fiala. Fiala on the steal. And grabbed off and cleared by Klingberg. Up for Landeskog, no room for him. Stopped there by Yannick Weber. And Landeskog will try it again, on for Matthias Ekholm. And Ekholm, the long shot. Reto Berra turns that aside. Landeskog is after it. Landeskog works it free. Ekholm at the line, goes cross ice. And the shot from John Klingberg off a stick and out of play.
Chance early for Switzerland, as Sweden also needs to get used to the speed. That's Frick, a defenseman, stepping up. Nice little drop pass back to Berchi, and the rebound attempt just off the side of the net from Frick, but Sweden also needs to get used to teams closing faster on them, pressuring faster on them. Can't make those lazy lateral plays in the neutral zone.
Other than the opening game against the Czech Republic, which they lost, since then they've played Italy, Norway, and Austria, a different opposition in this game tonight, and then Latvia Monday and Russia Tuesday to close for Sweden. Erik Gustafsson sends this for Patrick Hornqvist. Hornqvist will hit the line, and this gets picked off and cleared all the way back down the ice. Genazzi had fallen in behind the play, and almost a chance there for Hornqvist. Kurashev trying to come up with it, can't. Here comes Nylander. Nylander puts on the brakes. Sweden changing. He'll float this for Oliver Ekman-Larsson. And the shot to the far side by Ekman-Larsson. Reto Berra the save, and now Hornqvist doing what he does best, and Switzerland telling him he's not going to do what he does best.
William Nylander does what he does, zone entries. Push the defense back with his speed. That's Roman Josi. The confidence and skill to go rink wide on your backhand. Nice pickup by Ekman-Larsson. And that's a shot for a cross crease tip from Hornqvist. He's put to the far side to Hornqvist to pull it back 5-hole. And is everyone on the same page? Nice rush.
Nylander with 10 points in this championship. Ekman-Larsson the shot. That didn't miss by much. In the round-robin game last year, Oliver Ekman-Larsson had 8 shots on goal against Switzerland. Ekman-Larsson stopped at center ice. Gregory Hoffman couldn't get anywhere for Switzerland. And taken in play back cross ice by Kempe. Dangerous play. Kempe has it again. Adrian Kempe drives it in on Reto Berra. Berra the save on the short side. Big hit in the corner. And this gets cleared out at center ice. Louis Eriksson stepped into Christoph Berchi. Michael Fora back to set it up for Switzerland. On for Yannick Weber. Weber will send this in. Off the backboards, cleared away by Henrik Lundqvist. Nico Hischier charged in looking for a loose puck. Hischier out there with Ambule. Hischier ties it up along the boards with Rasmussen. Comes loose and Klingberg is on it. Klingberg getting hounded there. And the lead pass now for Rasmussen. Into the slot, Reto Berra turned that shot from Kruger away. Played back in behind the net for Rasmussen. John Klingberg trying to work it past Preplan. Stopped on the far side, and Nico Hischier. Nice little move and sends this on for Ambule. Ambule heads to the bench, and Kevin Fiala will come out. And offside gets called at the line, and now we'll have another line change.
Oliver Ekman-Larsson, you saw the first shot was for a pass for a tip. This is the score. He's trying to go far side, and that one might glance off the bar. See him score there once already. Yeah, gently grazes the far post. Ekman-Larsson, who shoots it so incredibly well without ever looking like he's really loading up his stick. He just flicks it. You're never quite sure how hard or how heavy it's going to be. Most guys, you can see their hand drop or the torque in the shaft. Ekman-Larsson stands up straight. He could be passing it, he could be stick handling, or he could let an 80-mile-an-hour wrister go top shelf.
Icing called against Sweden. Faceoff will come back.
The two captains, double defenseman Rafael Diaz, played in the NHL for a few years, 201 games, and of course Ekman-Larsson, captain of the Arizona Coyotes, as well as Team Sweden.
Larsson will send this up. That's Adam Larsson, the right-handed defenseman, not to be confused with Oliver Ekman-Larsson, the left-handed shooting defenseman.
When you watch them play, there's not much confusion between the two.
Gaetan Haas with some speed. In tight it comes. Score! Sven Andrighetto. Switzerland 1-0.
Andrighetto, who joined the tournament late, shows what Sweden needs to get used to, and that is speed. Great defensive play by Haas, and then a sauce to space that Elias Pettersson cannot catch. And Andrighetto handles it and takes it all the way far side. Henrik Lundqvist opens up the wickets and he slips it underneath the pad to give Switzerland the early lead. Through the pads, off the back heel, and into the net.
Second of the tournament for Sven Andrighetto. Nino Niederreiter not in this game for Switzerland, expected to arrive on Monday. There's a chance, rebound in front of the net. Alexander Wenberg had the open side, couldn't tuck it past the right pad of Reto Berra. Cross ice, Klingberg off the side of the net. And now Reto Berra gets dumped by Hornqvist. Back to the line. Wenberg another shot, and that went wide. Kevin Fiala and Hornqvist takes a run at Fiala. They go back at each other again. Here comes Fiala across the line. He'll drop it. Roman Josi takes it wide. Josi tied up there with Larsson. Fiala in the corner. Fiala with a bit of a high shot on Oliver Ekman-Larsson. And Anton Lander has it. To the line, no further. Following up, Lander follows the play up, goes to the forehand, and Reto Berra got a piece of it. Hornqvist all tied up in front of the net, and now we are getting a penalty. It's going to be a holding the stick call, and Anton Lander will go to the box.
Scrumming it up along the wall with Fora right there. Left hand, grabbing the stick of 45. Good call. See some of the chances. Alexander Wenberg only scored 2. And he's not trying to miss, but you don't sense the desperation in bearing down. And Patrick Hornqvist taking the legs out of Reto Berra. He'll spend a lot of time this game, introducing himself to Mr. Berra.
Prep plan did shove him.
And he conveniently slid into the back of the goaltender.
Hornquist was like the steal at second when you're trying to slide around the tag.
That's right, slide on through. Don't let him turn two on you.
Adam Larsson has the power play for Sweden. A little slow getting going. Short-handed try, Rasmussen. And now Nico Hischier will play it back. Power play 4 of 19 for 21% for Switzerland. Sweden on the penalty kill, perfect 10 for 10. Russia was perfect until earlier today. Sweden has been very good on the PK, shot by Gregory Hoffman, and he ripped it wide.
Roman Josi just stepped on the ice with his chin strap undone. Behind the net with the puck on his stick.
Diaz goes back, leaves it for Josi.
He's changing because his chin strap was not done up. 4 players on the ice right now for Switzerland.
And finally,
he wants back out there now. Lawful should pass this to someone and get off.
Hischier crossed the line, drops Marchini. Trying to handle that drop pass, bumps there with Landeskog. And it's around, and Matthias Ekholm will send it down the ice. And Reto Berra will play this around. Marchini getting pressured there by Oscar Lindblom. Marchini will get it back, plays it behind his own net, no one there. Reto Berra swings it around the boards, no one there in a red jersey. And Adam Larsson will take it for Sweden. For Oliver Ekman-Larsson, back into his own zone. Kempe swings it all the way back near side for Ekman-Larsson. Ekman-Larsson tees it up, and he fired that one over top the net. Sherway with the lead pass. That was way too far for Gaetan Haas. And this power play that never got going is over. And now a steal. Louis Eriksson. Lander out of the penalty box. And the pass across got blocked by Roman Josi. Sherway in on Marcus Pettersson. Lost the puck. Drop pass. Misses Andrighetto. Berchi has it. Berchi stripped of the puck by Wenberg. And it's back for Michael Fora. Fora unloads. And that missed the far corner. Ambule on it. Sharp angle try. Blocked by Eric Gustafsson. Back for Ambule, away from him. Fora jumps in from the right point. Back for Ambule. Takes a bump there from Marcus Pettersson. And the puck taken by Eric Gustafsson for Wenberg. And back for Eric Gustafsson. Gustafsson will send it in, but offside is called. 1-0 Switzerland. Sven Andrighetto, his second. Defenseman Philip Holm has been activated by Sweden, but is not in the lineup. Mario Kempe is not dressed for Sweden. Jesper Bratt, coming off injury, is dressed. Not expected to get a whole lot of ice time for Sweden. And Janis Moser, the youngster for Switzerland, not dressed. A wrist injury has ended his world championship. And as we mentioned, Nino Niederreiter expected to arrive on Monday. Off the boards and back out at center after another good pad save there by Reto Berra. John Klingberg back for Sweden. Lead pass for Eriksson. and Yannick Weber dives to knock it away from Louis Eriksson, and then Louis Eriksson gets taken to the corner boards by a couple of Swiss players. Blast from Ekholm misses the net. Anton Lander to the front of the net, poke check there by Reto Berra, as Louis Eriksson was all alone. Kept in by Adrian Kempe, bumped off the puck by Berchi. Ambio will deflect this inside the Sweden line, and Adrian Kempe will backtrack. Under 11 to go, first period, 1-0 Swiss. Dennis Bayak, Mike Johnson, our TSN crew here in Bratislava. Third game of the day in this building, and it is jumping in here, and this has been a good tilt.
We've seen Gaetan Haas, how fast he is from his own end all the way down, out-racing Landeskog, beating Pedersen, and a nice pass to Andrighetto. Sometimes you can't catch speed. There's nothing you can do about it. Once you get in a foot race with someone faster than you, it's take a penalty or lose the race. And they lost that race to Haas, end to end. What a rush.
Roman Josi banks this off the boards for Kevin Fiala. Fiala trying to go rink wide, deflected away. And Fiala after it again. Tracks it down, sends it in. To the backboards they go, and the puck comes up and is controlled by Kruger. Rink wide. Adam Larsson carries it in, plays it down for Rasmussen. Rasmussen had a great short-handed try and did a terrific job on the penalty kill for Sweden. Here comes Hischer. Hischer sends this rink wide. Roman Josi trying to catch up to it, could not, and cleared back out at center. Nice play there by Wenberg with the skate to kick that on up to the blue line. Back for Fora. Michael Fora has some room, takes it wide, gets tripped up, and there's going to be a penalty coming on the play, and now Ekman Larsson hits in the corner. And things are getting heated up. Sherway in the middle of it.
Switzerland already leading 1-0 will head to the power play as Gustafsson takes the legs out from Fora. Absolutely clicks heels on him, even if he wasn't looking. That's a trip. And then after the whistle, Sherway hit Ekman Larsson, but with all the noise in the building, all the whistles going off, he couldn't hear it. So the referees wisely let that play, although Hornquist didn't want to let that play.
3-0, Slovakia leads Great Britain over in Kosice. Oliver Ekman Larsson will send this all the way down the ice. Second power play of the game for Switzerland. And play gets whistled down. What was interesting after the play stopped is Elias Lindholm, Gabe Landeskog, who don't have letters on their jerseys, over in a discussion with both the linesmen and the referees.
Not supposed to have that happen, just guys who wear a C or an A. And the reason they put that rule and started enforcing it is because the Detroit Red Wings of the early 2000s had 18 captains. Every time there was a whistle, somebody was talking to the referee. They were all such veterans and respected guys, the referees would take it, and you'd be playing against them thinking, I can't get a word in with them. They're having a team meeting with the officials every whistle. Like here.
One of those is in the building tonight, Igor Larionov.
Yeah. And who's going to say no to Larionov?
Josi plays this on the right side. Kevin Fiala Second power play of the night. Fiala plays it back for Roman Josi. Josi lets the shot go. Lundqvist got a piece of it. Around for Fiala. Down to the goal line for Hischier and back for Fiala. Josi comes across, slips it back up high. Kurashev has it in the slot to the goal line. Hischier, and he tried to get it back to Kurashev. Marchini for Josi. Back to Marchini, and the ripper got blocked by Adam Larsson. Fiala plays it back for Josi, back for Marchini. Tees up another one, and he missed the net. Good job by Fiala to track that down on the near side and hold it in. Fiala getting pressured, gets some help from Kurashev. Back for Fiala, up top Josi. Josi pulls it back, shot is blocked by Elias Lindholm. Landeskog, and Landeskog overskated it. Centered! Landeskog pulled some people to him.
What a play.
And then threw it to the front of the net.
Sucked in all the back checkers. Lander just overskated it.
Diaz with 8 minutes to go in the opening period. 15 in the power play. This one got it set up a little bit better than the first power play did. They had some chances, had some looks. And cleared all the way down the ice again. And Sweden will now be 12 for 12 on the penalty kill in this World Championship. Ambuel plays it back at the line. Hoffman has some room, or Andrighetto rather, with some room, lets the shot go. Save on the short side made by Lundqvist, and he'll hang on.
Landeskog, who jumped right off an overnight flight and into the lineup last game, makes a great play. Look at 3-4 Swiss defenders focused on him, and if Lander just has one more hard stride, he's probably in alone. Let one guy take the guy in the corner, everyone retreat back to the front of the net. The puck has to get there eventually. Landeskog almost taking advantage of a bad read by the Swiss power play.
Nylander back out there. William Nylander, 24 points in 14 career World Championship games. That is a per-game average of 1.71. Now, just to put that in perspective, Nikita Kucherov, 1.80. Patrick Kane, 1.77. And then Nylander would slot right in there ahead of players like Crosby and Gretzky.
So you're saying he's pretty good. He has been spectacular. Was the MVP 2 years ago when Sweden won a gold medal with 14 points en route, 7-7. And he also could take a lot of faceoffs on his strong right side. So he's in tough in this game.
Joel Genazzi plays this up for Noah Rod. Rod will send this in and going after. Takes a bit of a bump. Comes around the boards. Gaetan Haas let it go. Taken by Tristan Sherway, tried to center it. Rod back to the line. Michael Fora the blast. And that got blockered away by Henrik Lundqvist. Eric Gustafsson trying to clear. It gets kept in. Fora plays it back down low. Fora gets the stick up as Pettersson was coming at him.
He drew it.
There's going to be a penalty to Fora. Lundqvist wants to make sure that gets out of his own end of the ice, and now he'll make his way to the bench for the extra attacker. Elias Pettersson sends it down low, played around the boards for Marcus Kruger. Kruger gets bumped there by Berchi, and as the puck gets touched, play gets whistled down, and Michael Fora will go to the box, and Switzerland will be shorthanded.
Fora gets a stick up on Marcus Pettersson. Pettersson challenging for dumping it in. And yeah, kind of bringing a stick over top, kind of fending off Pettersson. Not a hard contact, but contact nonetheless. Pettersson made sure the referee saw it, and Sweden goes to the power play.
Patrick Fischer in behind the Swiss bench, his 4th World Championship. Switzerland will host this event next year. Face off to the left of Red O'Mara. Gustafsson dishes it off and gets it back from Elias Pettersson. Pettersson down to the goal line, backdoor play for Elias Lindholm, and that failed to materialize. Landeskog on it. Louis Eriksson is in front. Up top for Gustafsson, down for Pettersson. Pettersson, the wrister. Berra may have got a piece of that with his right pad, and it comes all the way around the boards and down the ice. Zurich and Lausanne, by the way, next year will be where the World Championship will be held, in those two cities. Power play continues, dropped off. Pettersson back for Gustafsson. Gustafsson, the shot, that got turned aside. Erik Gustafsson has been shooting the puck. 18 shots coming into this game, leading Sweden in that department. Shot through some traffic, that goes wide. Elias Lindholm plays it back in behind the net for Landeskog. Landeskog around for Elias Pettersson. Pettersson back for Erik Gustafsson. 50 seconds in the power play. Elias Lindholm shatters his stick on the attempted one-timer. Back for Pettersson, back for Gustafsson, back for Pettersson. Save made, Reto Berra. Diving to knock it away was Berchi, but it's kept in by Klingberg. Klingberg with the wrister, that went wide. Berra didn't see it. Gustafsson down for Louis Eriksson and jammed away by Simon Moser. Klingberg back for it. 15 in the man advantage for Sweden. On for Nylander. Almost turned over at the line, and now it does get jammed away. Sherway finds Josi. Josi pulls it back. Save made short side by Henrik Lundqvist. And Hornqvist will leave it there, and Klingberg will bring it out. Power play over. Wenberg in across the line. 13 of 14. Now on the penalty kill for Switzerland. Wenberg, Nylander. Nylander will drop it for Wenberg, cross ice. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Barrow got a piece of it. Kept in by Wenberg. Genazzi pinned to the backboards. Slips that pass ahead, then gets it back and has some room. Joel Genazzi leaves, sends it ahead for Prepland. Puts on the brakes in the corner. 3.5 left to go in the first period. Sven Andrighetto, your goal getter in this game. Kevin Fiala backdoor looking for Michael Fora. Fora turns, throws it to the short side. And the save made by Lundqvist. Adrian Kempe to the line and in. Kempe. Jesper Bratt now making his first appearance of the evening. And it slipped in behind the Switzerland net. On for Kevin Fiala. Swings back, tries to spring Hischier, and this will be an icing call against Switzerland.
Some good pressure on the power play, including this John Klingberg shot that also grazes the post. They had the first unit out there for about 1:45 until Lindholm broke his stick. Klingberg stepped off the bench and got that chance.
Face off to the left of Reto Berra, former St. Louis draft pick. He was there for the silver medal in 2013 for Switzerland, shared netminding duties with Martin Gerber, and here last year sharing netminder duties with Leonardo Giannoni when Switzerland won silver.
The fact that he gets this start tells you that he's probably considered the #1 over Giannoni, who was the hero of last year's second place finish run.
Not a bad way to have it. Two solid netminders. Fiala plays this one in. Adam Larsson. On for Oscar Lindblom. Lindblom pulls it back, lets the shot go, never got through. Kruger on it for Rasmussen. Puts on the brakes in front of the Swiss bench. Gets it behind the net for Kruger. Kruger gets stopped there by Yannick Weber. Rasmussen will hold it in. Battle on the far side. Lindblom couldn't keep it in and flipped outside the line, but Matthias Ekholm puts it right back in. Yannick Weber puts it right back out as the two Nashville teammates play catch. Weber, Switzerland changing. Josi up at center. On and off the stick of Tristan Sherway. Back in for Adrian Kempe. Kempe turns, throws it to the net. That got blocked. Weber goes after it, but Eric Gustafsson is there to keep it in. In from the left point is Marcus Pettersson, centered. And this gets past Gustafsson and will slide back into the Sweden zone. Gustafsson for Marcus Pettersson. And back for Gustafsson, and he'll rattle this in. Comes around the boards. Diaz trying to send it up the wall. Gets a little bit of help there from Mosier. He'll play it out at center for Andrighetto. Sven Andrighetto puts on the brakes, keeps it on the forehand, plays it behind Henrik Lundqvist. And now another penalty coming. This one is going to go to Simon Mosier. It's going to be another high sticking call and a power play for Sweden when we come back to Bratislava.
Swiss number 82, minor penalty for hooking.
Second power play for Sweden in short order as they try to tie things up, down 1-0 late in the first. Previous power play, the second unit spent so much time out there. This first unit didn't really get a taste of the ice for the last 10 seconds. They get the start here. Watch for Hornqvist right in front.
Shot score! John Klingberg off the face-off win. Wenberg may have tipped it. He certainly got the face-off. This game is tied 1-1. Alexander Wenberg with his third of the tournament.
Now surpassing his year total in Columbus. Amazingly, in 75 games, he had 2 goals. He's got 3 already here for Sweden. Rister off his thigh pad, no chance for Berra. With the face-off, slide to the net. Klingberg never shy about shooting it. Puts it right onto Wenberg's body for the redirect.
And that is the first puck to get by Reto Berra in this World Championship. And we have a 1-1 tie, the penalty, and then the power play goal. And it comes late in period number 1 with $1:05 to go in the opening 20 minutes. Switzerland back in on the attack with Nico Hischier into the slot for Prepland. Plays it back to Fora, and Henrik Lundqvist at the top of the paint makes the save.
Alexander Wenberg is an excellent two-way centerman. He's a pass-first kind of guy, but 3 goals already. No chance for Berra. Fortunate break, but Sweden had been applying the pressure last 5-6 minutes. An offensive zone face-off below the goal line for a high stick.
Shot from the line deflected. How quick did that goal happen? Patrick Hornqvist didn't even have time to get to the front of the net.
He was on his way.
He was. Cleared up at center. Lofell will play it back for Diaz. This will get sent in. Sherway in with a bump on Adam Larsson. Oliver Ekman-Larsson gets to center, and he'll send this in. Berra will play it for Lofell. At the line, kept in by Adam Larsson. Takes another bump, this time from Gaetan Haas. Up through center. The pass intended for Andrighetto spins off the check of Elias Lindholm. Landeskog takes a bump, gets it for Adam Larsson. He takes a bump. And the puck up the boards, Roman Josi trying to hold it in, could not. And the first period comes to an end.
Good period, two good teams. Switzerland, you can see their speed on the rush, speed in their puck possession in zone. Probably right that we are tied after one.
So Sven Andrighetto, with his second of the World Championship, gets Switzerland the early lead, and then a power play goal by Wenberg, his third.
Lite bättre då, lite bättre, kom igen. Det är bra. Nu vinner ni allihopa, höj oss lite. Alla är lika nära från målet. Då blir det, då öppnar det sig upp någonting. Det är så jävla kul det här.
Väg! Väg då!
Right there. Hang on. Now tryck och vet. Hang on.
Oliver Ekman-Larsson, the captain of Team Sweden. Busy first period for him, 8:09. Look at Gabe Landeskog, who joined this tournament in progress. And a 1-1 tie as we get set to start the second period. Roman Josi, 8 minutes and 18 seconds of ice time for Switzerland.
Well, I'm not sure we learned anything for sure, but I think Switzerland can feel like they can certainly hang and play with the big three in this pool. They're outshot, but not outscored in the first period. Well, penalties hurt their momentum as well.
Switzerland couldn't get the power play going. The second one better than the first, but still not a lot of dangerous chances with the man advantage. Sweden had a couple of power plays and connected on the second one. Off the backboards, Buell first on the loose puck. Trying to swing it out front. Oliver Ekman-Larsson stays with him, centered. And a chance by Simon Mosier, and that went wide. Bump in the corner there by Adam Larsson. Wenberg down low, trying to pull it out of the pile. And it's around for Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Plays it rink wide for Landeskog. Landeskog will play it back into his own end and then get it back. Landeskog gets bodied and knocked down there by Christoph Berchi. And then Berchi goes in with a hit on Larsson. Turned over at the line. Roman Josi on it. Josi pulls it in. Henrik Lundqvist got a piece of the Josi shot. Out at center, Elias Pettersson. Almost an odd man rush, but he couldn't pick up that puck cleanly. Yannick Weber sends it back for Roman Josi. On for Preplant. Hits the line, gets tied up there with John Klingberg. Klingberg goes down. Puck controlled by Fiala, back at the line for Rafael Diaz, and they're going to say this came outside the line.
Pretty good look early for Roman Josi. Watch him take this puck and then turn Wenberg inside out right here. Hard cut back to the middle, loses Wenberg, and Henrik Lundqvist has to be sharp with the blocker side. Seen as much with Josi with the puck on his stick. Moment there of brilliance.
Sherway will send this in. Marcus Pettersson sends it for Louis Eriksson. Eriksson floats it rink wide, catching up to it, Erik Gustafsson. Gustafsson of the Chicago Blackhawks sends it in. Gaetan Haas. Nice spin move to get away from a body check, and on for Tristan Sherway. Sherway to Andrighetto. Andrighetto throws it to the near side. Diaz is after it. Lofeld will hold it in. Haas going in after it again. And cleared out at center. And bounces back into the Swiss zone. Sweden starting to change. Almost too many men on the ice. And a big finish on a hit in front of the bench by Sherway. Hornquist plays this back to the blue line. Matthias Ekholm looking for the give and go. Ekholm will chase it to the near side. Kept in by Wenberg and then taken by Andrighetto. And Gaetan Haas, who was getting all sorts of pressure, does lift it out at center no further. Here comes Nylander. Nylander to the short side. Save made Reto Berra. Nylander trying to slip that back for Wenberg and grabbed off by Lofell. And he'll lift the backhander back into the Sweden zone. Up at center for Wenberg. Nylander puts on the brakes. Nylander looking for open ice. It's been a very good tournament for Nylander offensively on a face-off department. Gregory Hoffman, and Henrik Lundqvist wasn't sure if he got enough of that or not.
We know that Gregory Hoffman can skate and he can shoot. So he sees William Nylander. Your eyes light up as a forward. Take him wide, no need for a move. And he turns Nylander easily. Almost squeezed this one through Henrik Lundqvist. You can see the puck rattling around in between Lundqvist's legs before he squeezes them shut. Hoffman can rip it. 3 goals in the tournament so far.
Adam Larsson plays it back for Ekman Larsson. Through center, Marcus Kruger couldn't pick that pass up. Delayed offside against Sweden. They clear the zone. Snapped ahead by Lucas Frick. On for Kurashev. Plays it around. Ekman Larsson breaks it up, looking for Oscar Lindblom. That misfired. And now sent ahead by Adam Larsson and deflected in by Rasmussen for Kruger. Kruger to the front of the net. Where is it? They bang away at it. Oscar Lindblom got a couple of whacks. And Reto Berra holds his ground. Kurashev, the 19-year-old, trying to get that out, kept in. And now this is all the way around the boards and down the ice.
Berra had to be sharp there, not to drift below the goal line. The puck was sitting right on his pads.
Marcus Pettersson, nice pass for Elias Pettersson. Sends it around, and Rafael Diaz will track it down. Diaz, his pass picked off by Elias Lindholm. Gets it back short side. Save made by Reto Berra and grabbed off by Ambuel. With Pettersson in pursuit. And Gustafsson will take it and send it for Marcus Pettersson. He gets rattled into the backboards by Berchi. Rink wide pass for Marcus Pettersson. Mishandled it at the blue line. And a stoppage in play.
Marcus Kruger takes the chip, skates into it. Nice backhand pass. Berra gets a piece of it, but watch it sitting between all the skates. Berra knows he actually reaches back with his hand to the back net support to make sure that he doesn't tip below the goal line. Lindblom was banging away, just trying to shove it across.
A repeat of last year's gold medal final. And that game went to a shootout. Sweden winning it 3-2. They met in the round robin. Sweden won that one 5-3. Adrian Kempe sends this in. Lofell and Kempe to the backboards. Hischier down low, trying to pull it out. And it's onto the stick of Rafael Diaz. Diaz for Hischier. Hischier gets tripped up by Anton Lander. Play goes on.
He didn't lose the puck before he got tripped. Paulie draws a penalty.
Preplan back for it. On for Hischier. Hischier plays that through, looking for Fiala. And this will be an off or an icing called against Switzerland.
Smooth pivot by Ekholm. Made sure that he stayed in front of Kevin Fiala. His first line for Switzerland, Preplan, Hischier, Fiala have been quiet so far. They've scored about half the goals for Switzerland.
4-1 over in Kosice for Slovakia over Great Britain. Larsson shot from the line, hit a body in front. Hornquist, rebound, Nylander scores. William Nylander finds it and buries it. His 4th of the championship, and Sweden has the lead.
Patrick Fisher not happy, but William Nylander sure is. He picks up his 4th goal, 11 point, now just one behind Kucherov. And I think it's the battle between Nylander and Nico Hischier. Hischier ends up sprawled. Did he trip him? Not that battle there. That's just great stuff by Marquist, like usual, battling away with Lawful. But how does Nico Hischier end up on the ground before Nylander takes it, pulls it out of the pile, and stuffs it in the empty net? Nylander and Hischier were engaged in a battle about the hash marks. And I think Switzerland felt there was a trip.
So Sweden with its first lead of the game. Michael Fora for Gaetan Haas. Haas gets taken down in the corner. Sweden now in on another aggressive forward check. Sent out front. Landeskog couldn't get a stick on it. Elias Lindholm for Pettersson. Elias Pettersson back to the line, and Oliver Ekman-Larsson had trouble with it. Back in for Andrighetto. Save made by Henrik Lundqvist. Taken by Yannick Weber for Andrighetto. Sven Andrighetto throws it to the front of the net, got blocked. And it ricochets out the center. And Roman Josi will backtrack. Josi with some speed gets to the red line. Sends it in, knocked down by Yannick Weber. Weber tried to get it to the front of the net. Hoffman back for Weber. In for Josi. Josi back for Weber. Weber forced to the backhand. Plays it behind the net. Kurashev couldn't trap it. Josi back for Andrighetto. Shot saved and rebound! Oh, Henrik Lundqvist.
Straight out.
Did he get the right leg on that? And then it gets cleared, and this will be a penalty.
Team Sweden number 6, 2 minutes for the playoff game.
Switzerland trailing 2-1, but heading to the power play after a couple really good chances. Andrighetto on a slow developing 3-on-2. Josi on a wrap that would be hard to miss. And he put it back into the pad of Lundqvist before Larson shoots it over the glass. Got to take advantage of these opportunities if you're Switzerland.
Third power play of the night for Switzerland. Sweden's penalty kill still perfect in this championship. Andrighetto cross ice in tight on Hoffman, and he couldn't shoot it. And Matthias Ekholm will skate it back down the ice, and there's another penalty coming. This one's going to go to Switzerland. So that will end the power play. It's going to be holding, and we'll get some 4-on-4.
Not sure if that's a good decision by Perplan. Kruger's not jumping in this rush. He is only trying to get in Perplan's way, and Perplan bites on it. He's just trying to run interference, get in front of him right there, you see, and the open arm over top of the collar.
Kruger makes sure the referee sees it, and the penalty is called.
Now we have a minute 37, 4-on-4. Patrick Fisher shaking his head.
And there's Ricard Gronberg on your left. This is his final World Championship, as he will be moving on to coach in Switzerland next year.
They know all these players very well then next year.
Slip back out at center ice on the 4-on-4, and here comes John Klingberg. Terrific year with the Dallas Stars for Klingberg. Back for Nylander. Almost lost it against the checking of Van Buell.
Nylander trusts his skating so much, he doesn't worry about being the last man back. He can just outskate anyone. Anvil almost got him.
Crowd reacts to that play. Nylander on Roman Josi. And here comes Josi. For Anvil, has Andrighetto with him. And Anvil got taken down. And back up the ice, maybe an odd man rush. Louis Eriksson, Klingberg trying to catch up. And then Klingberg tied up by Andrighetto. Josi back down the ice. Tees it up, doesn't shoot it. In front, score! The defenseman, Genazzi. On the rush by the defenseman, Josi. And Sweden is complaining about too many men on the ice. And I think they're right.
We'll see if someone just left the bench to celebrate or is actually on the ice for the goal. Good back check by Andrighetto. And Josi, late in the shift, all kinds of energy left in his legs. Fake slapper, this is unintentional, tried to pull it through. Ricochets over to Genazzi perfectly. He's trying to pull it through for himself. Gets a piece of Ekman Larsson's heel. And Genazzi walks right in and buries it. And we'll see how many Swiss players were out there when the goal was scored. There was 5 in the celebration, but I'm not sure there was 5 in the play. Of course, Patrick Hornquist, quick to jump on anything.
Yes.
Was pointing that out, as we still have 42 seconds of 4-on-4 left.
That goal coming 4-on-4. So it'll stay that way for 42 seconds. And this game is tied 2-2. So Joel Genazzi with his first of this championship.
Red O'Bara picks up his first point.
Fiala cross ice, and this is offside. Couldn't hear the whistle as Michael Foro was getting set to rip it.
4-on-4 hockey. You have a goaltender to a defenseman in alone. Josi does get a bit fortunate on this as it caroms off Ekman Larsson, but what a finish by Genazzi. One-timer, quick release, right up. And there was all kinds of changes going on at the bench. So there was no 5th guy involved in the play. Good no call, non-issue for Switzerland.
Nylander to the front of the net, score! Eric Gustafsson, the defenseman, joins the rush and taps that in backside, and that one comes 4-on-4. 3-2 Sweden.
Gustafsson with his first, but it is slick Willie Nylander once again. Neutral zone play, kicking it wide, and no one accounts for Gustafsson. He blows right through the stick check of Yannick Weber. If Hischer's not going to go with him on a flyer, then Weber has to pivot and take the guy going to the net. He does not. That's an easy backdoor tap-in on a miscue by the veteran Yannick Weber.
30 seconds after Switzerland ties the game, Sweden regains the lead.
And William Nylander now tied for the tournament lead in scoring with Kucherov.
Saturday night hockey in Bratislava. Here comes Berchi. Throws that to the short side. That got turned away. And back up for Elias Lindholm. He'll leave it for Pettersson. Big save by Red O'Bara. Elias Pettersson can shoot it. Jammed out at center ice and back to the Sweden line. And now we're back to 5-on-5. As Prepland comes back out, and Red O'Bara will hang on to this.
You give two teams who can skate, who like to attack, a little bit of extra open ice, and you make them make decisions. And the active defenseman, in both cases, Genazzi goal scorer, Gustafsson goal scorer, forced the defense to make a decision. Who's taking who? And a misread, a good break, a good shot, and 2 goals scored during the 4-on-4.
Marcus Pettersson sends this in behind the Switzerland net. Louis Eriksson deflects it back to the line, and Adrian Kempe couldn't handle it. Marcus Pettersson goes back, throws it cross ice. Erik Gustafsson comes near side for Louis Eriksson, and he'll send it in. Kempe takes a bump. Lucas Frick trying to play this up the boards and ends up in the corner for Louis Eriksson. Behind the net looking for Anton Lander. Sent away from him. And played to the corner. Eriksson back at the line for Erik Gustafsson. Taken by Sven Andrighetto. Came off the corner boards at a different angle, and Sherway is there. One move to get away from Rasmussen, now has to backpedal into his own zone. Into the back half here of the second period. 3-2 Sweden lead. Kurashev will send this in, goes in after it. Kurashev tied up by Marcus Pettersson. Puck is still loose. Marchini plays this in behind the net. After it goes Hoffman. Hoffman back for Marchini. At the line for Lofeld. And that shot off a leg into the corner, and Rasmussen will try and bank it out. Can't. Kept in by Diaz. Diaz spins this back in behind the Sweden net. Marchini in after it again, and Marchini gets dumped. Back at the line. Kurashev for Diaz, and he ripped that one wide. And down the ice and back forward is Diaz. Long lead pass in for Fiala. Fiala trying to get away from Adam Larsson, and a penalty coming to Adam Larsson. So Switzerland to the power play for the fourth time.
Number 6, 2 minutes for hooking.
Adam Larsson back to the box for the second time this period for a hook on Kevin Fiala. And Switzerland got to figure out this power play. We're in at 21%. Haven't been threatening so far.
Fiala goes after it. Matthias Ekholm gets there first. Ekholm sends it around the boards. Trying to hold that in is Kurashev. And it bounces out at center, and Roman Josi has it. Josi trying to drop that back. And now a line changes. Anton Lander, who does have a short-handed goal, comes out for Sweden. Hischer takes this wide on Lander. He had Fiala off the backside, and Fiala couldn't handle that pass cleanly. Back for Josi. Cross to Fiala, quick shot save made with Hischer in front. Marchini after it in the corner. Cleared away from him, but kept in by Roman Josi. Josi on the backhand sends it for Fiala. Fiala chips it down for Hischer. He gets pressured quickly by Klingberg. Cross ice feed for Marchini, ends up on the stick of Josi. In for Marchini. Back for Josi. Try to get it to Fiala. Bounce in front. Kurashev off the pipe. Scramble. Kept in. Marchini throws it down for Hischer. Kurashev, the youngster, finds pipe in tight on Lundqvist. And this will get clear down the ice. Red O'Bara leaves it for Diaz, 15 seconds in the power play. On for Ambule and in for Andrighetto. Andrighetto sends it off a stick up the glass, but it stays in. Gregory Hoffman, Ambule tried to slide that out front, and that got intercepted as he and Preplan couldn't get together on that play. And now Sweden back to full strength. Kruger plays this back. Oscar Lindblom after it, back for Kruger. Around for Eric Gustafsson. Gustafsson's goal is the difference in this game so far. Nylander, who came into this game over 75%, 76.4 to be exact, in the face-off department, which was #1 in this tournament. Coming into the day, turned up, Hornquist couldn't get a stick on it, sent down the ice. And this will be an icing call against Switzerland.
Couple of close calls. This pass from Hischier is so hard. It pops off Fiala's stick as he receives it. Almost too hard to square it into the net. And what made this power play more dangerous is that they got the puck into the middle of the ice. They got it to the crease as Lundqvist cuffs one into the post.
He got a piece of it, yes.
Well, they didn't just work around the edges. They got it to the middle of the ice and to the net.
Andrighetto, after this, Hornquist is after him. And Andrighetto trying to pull away from Patrick Hornquist and does. Andrighetto to the line, trying to go coast to coast. And it flips into the glove of Henrik Lundqvist, and Andrighetto thinks that he was interfered with.
Adam Larsson's already taken 2 trips to the box. Andrighetto head up, full flight. I'm okay with that. Got the puck away first, knock him down. Good no call. Stick between my legs is what he's saying.
Yeah.
It's okay though, as long as you get knocked down with the upper body, the stick can go between your legs.
Face off to the left of Lundqvist. Shots 22-16 in favor of Sweden, so 10 here for Switzerland in the second period and 10 for Sweden. Ekman Larsson back for it. Noah Rod tried to pin him to the backboards. On for Adam Larsson, and he'll put it off the boards and down the ice. They wave off icing. Lucas Frick back for it, on for Michael Fora. Fora for Noah Rod, spin around by Rod to get away, on for Haas, in for Sherway. Shot by Sherway off a leg and wide. Haas plays this back for Frick. Lucas Frick to the front of the net. Rebound for Noah Rod, and Henrik Lundqvist makes the save.
It was so slow to develop to Rod's stick. And then time for Lundqvist to get across and Rod to think about what he wanted to do with it.
Ekman Larsson around the boards. Oh, Berchi was there by himself, but it bounces off Berchi's stick and catches a glove at the Swiss bench. Play gets stopped. Sweden in front 3-2. We mentioned that this championship is in Switzerland next year, so here's your lesson of the day. There are 4 national languages in Switzerland: German, French, Italian, and a few in the southeastern part still speak Romansh, which is a descendant of Latin from the Roman Empire. So you can
better study up before next year then.
Correct.
Okay, give me the English, French, German, Italian, Romish dictionary.
And there is one of those. Maybe not.
There should be one.
That's why I gave you lots of advance warning.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. You're welcome. At the line, Roman Yossi was going to jump in, cleared away from him. Yossi is on it, winds his way in. Yossi dishes it off, Ambule to the short side, and then Yossi and Ambule almost collided. A 90 and a 10 almost had a 100% collision.
I think though, big game, tough opponent. Yossi's best game by far.
Oliver Ekman Larsson's best game by far.
Way cleaner, way more engaged for OEL as well. And we shouldn't be surprised that makes them so good.
Adam Larsson gets to center. Barra knocks it down. They say it was okay. The stick wasn't high. Sent around the boards. This has been a lively building the entire tournament. Over 9,000 for the first game, over 8,800 for the second game. And this one will be over 9,000 for Sweden and Switzerland. Broken up at center ice, Prepland. Off the glass and into the Sweden end of the ice. Marcus Pettersson started off with the Anaheim Ducks, moved on to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Prepland sends this in. Henrik Lundqvist comes out and blocks it. Lundqvist up the glass, and Adrian Kempe is on it. Adrian Kempe skates away from the checking of Gaetan Haas, and that's pretty good because Gaetan Haas is an excellent skater. Cleared back in. Marcus Pettersson takes a bump on the play, snaps it off the boards, on for Landeskog. Right side for Elias Lindholm. Lindholm forced to the outside by Lofell. Shot from the line, deflected in front. Good save by Reto Berra. Long lead pass, and this misfires as Sherway tried to spring Andrighetto.
Good idea as Andrighetto was bursting. Another productive night for William Nylander. Jumps on a loose puck to score what was a go-ahead goal at the time, and this is just a beauty. Sells the shot, and then pulls it back underneath the stick right on the tape of Gustafsson. Because he can shoot the puck with the toe of his stick, you don't know if he's going to shoot or pass. You put your stick in the shot lane, passes underneath it. You play the pass lane, he shoots around you. So slippery.
If William Nylander's tournament continues the way it is, and there's no reason not to believe that it's not, how much will that help him going into next year?
It'll be huge because while he played hard, he admitted he never really found his groove. Certainly didn't score as many goals as he wanted to or was expected to. But you can, with a good finish here, chalk all of that to the contract negotiation and not to any sort of deterioration of his game.
Phil Kurashev, the long lead pass into the slot for Lucas Frick. He tried to go backdoor. In tight for Kurashev, and Henrik Lundqvist down on the short side. Lucas Frick from Michael Fora and in. Hoffman will leave for Marcini. Marcini plays it to the open corner. Race for it there. Kurashev for Marcini. Hornquist and Kurashev. And it's cleared up, and Hornquist will make sure this does get out. Elias Lindholm after it, chopped off of his stick by Gregory Hoffman. And it goes up and out of play with 1:19 to go in the period.
Elias Lindholm is a neat player in that he's a very good winger. Played wing on one of the best lines in the NHL.
Yep.
And yet he can be a really good centerman as well. As a right shot centerman who's fantastic in the faceoff circle. A lot of guys can do both things, but not many can do them both well. And he can.
Off the face-off, grabbed by Mosier. Simon Mosier takes it wide against Adam Larsson. Crowd feeling Larsson put a bit of a grab on Mosier.
He did. He does every time.
Referees didn't agree, and play goes on. Off the corner boards, centered by Anton Lander. Back at the line, that got blocked into the final minute of the period. Onto the stick of Adrian Kempe. Kempe for Larsson. Larsson, sharp angle, jams it through the paint. taken by Christoph Berchi. Little delay, and then Berchi finds Roman Josi. And Josi has it taken away by Adam Larsson. On it goes for Gustafsson. Gustafsson's pass hit Anton Lander. Genasi for Josi. Joel Genasi with the Switzerland goal this period. Backboard Genasi to the backboards with Kruger. Into the final few seconds. Out of the pile for Kevin Fiala. Fiala, as time runs out, lets the shot go. And that hit Eric Gustafsson, and Eric Gustafsson then tells Kevin Fiala that he didn't appreciate having to block a shot after the buzzer.
Fiala also skated by and poked him after the block. And Gustafsson responded in kind. Good period. As the conversation continues with Kevin Fiala and Gabe Landeskog. Not sure they'd want to have that kind of chat in the NHL, but good on Kevin Fiala hanging in there. Switzerland very good that period. Probably the better team, even though they're trailing by 1.
40 minutes done here in Bratislava. Sweden 3, Switzerland 2 in the rematch of last year's final.
Det kör som avgång. Ja, men sekund ana. Jävla bra färger, boys! Kom igen nu, boys! Bästa för turneringen så här långt, kom igen! Borra så kör vi. Erik, lägg ner puckjäveln.
Tuggar vi på här.
Has faced 22 shots as we get set to play period number 3. Henrik Lundqvist at the other end has faced 17. The biggest change maybe from 1 to 2. You mentioned that Switzerland had a good period. They won 11 of 18 face-offs in the second period after Sweden won 11 of 18 in the first period.
Out shooting Sweden 11-10. And close within 1 as there's something going on with the pad of Henrik Lundqvist. He's got to get fixed in his leg. He's going to go and check in with the trainer.
Roman Josi, 17 minutes and 21 seconds of ice time so far in this game for Switzerland after 40 minutes. John Klingberg, 15-11. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, 15-26. Of ice time for Sweden.
I just find it amazing the goaltender pads. You remember growing up, they were leather straps with buckles. Now they're just Velcro.
Yep.
And yet they're sturdy enough to hold them as tight as they need. You see the upper strapping on around the knees and the thighs. The goaltenders wear relatively loose, tight around the calves, but looser up top. And I think one of those upper straps need to be stitched back down.
Slovakia up on Great Britain 6-1 over in Košice. 2 games here in this building tomorrow. Austria and Czech Republic will go at 4:15 local, and Switzerland and Russia will be the second game.
Slovakia clinging to the hopes that they can win today. Germany beats America. Canada beats America. Slovakia wins out, and they would finish ahead of the States. A lot of that hinges on Germany beating the States tomorrow.
Tomorrow, correct.
So you wonder how long they're gonna let this go, because at some point, okay, he's back in the net. You gotta get the other goaltender in there. You can't sit there for 5 minutes fixing your gear. It makes me wonder, what was he doing in the dressing room?
Correct, when did this happen? So the third period gets going with Sweden up by 1. Oliver Ekman-Larsson for Elias Pettersson. This gets sent in. Landeskog, Elias Lindholm. The lineup for Sweden. Pettersson around for Lindholm. Oliver Ekman-Larsson goes cross ice, and Reto Berra came across and made the save on the one-timer from Elias Pettersson. Battle for a puck, and Marchini will start, or rather Berchi brings it back. Berchi trying to cut to the inside. He got leveled by Elias Lindholm. Yannick Weber dumps it off. Preplan the shot. That got blocked. Ambule after it, plays it to an open quarter. And there will be time and space for Oliver Ekman-Larsson. On for Pettersson. Pettersson gets chased down from behind by Preplan. And Yannick Weber plays it back for Roman Josi and back for Yannick Weber. Off a stick and in. Taken by Ekholm. And Matthias Ekholm back up the ice. Hits the line, dishes it off to Alexander Wenberg. Wenberg has his third of this tournament in this game, and he missed the start of it. Yannick Weber plays it back, banked off the boards by Roman Josi, and Matthias Ekholm will play it back in. Josi back on it for Weber. A very heavy Nashville Predator defense unit out there. In across for Nico Hischier. And Hischier's shot off a stick, grabbed off by Adrian Kempe. Kempe to the line with Anton Lander, back for Kempe. Kempe in for Louis Eriksson, backhander, that got blocked. As Janazzi got in front of it, and it goes up and down a play.
This is such a smart pass by Ekman Larsson, finding the seam. And that might have caught the outside of the post as well on Reto Berra. Pettersson, we know he's tremendous. Little cup check there from Ambule on Larsson. Larsson trying to draw a penalty and also feeling the effects.
Yes.
But the way Ekman Larsson froze everyone, eyeballed Larsson across the blue line, opened up the seam, put it right where Pettersson needed it for a good shot. Smart play.
Anton Lander trying to work this free. Marcus Pettersson at the left point. Plays it back down low. Sherway as it comes around the boards. Lucas Frick trying to bat it up. At the line for Gustafsson. Gustafsson the wrister, that goes wide. Marcus Pettersson jumps in from the left point against Sven Andrighetto. Andrighetto opened the scoring in this game for Switzerland. Back to the blue line. Pettersson shot doesn't get through. Grabbed off in the lead pass for Andrighetto, but it got slowed up just before the blue line, and Andrighetto's offside.
Andrighetto, who's already got one goal in this game. Anytime there's a turnover, he is blowing the zone. He is stretching it out, trying to sneak in behind, whether it's for a breakaway or for a bank pass off the back wall. He is someone that Sweden will have to keep an eye on. Not afraid to abandon his defensive responsibilities and just go.
Despite the gold medal win last year, IIHF ranking, Sweden is #2, Canada still #1. Russia 3, USA 4, Finland 5. And then a Czech Republic checking in at 6. Day off for the Czech Republic, penalty coming to Sweden. Oscar Lindblom is going to go for tripping.
Roman Josi head up, full possession. Now it is risky because he's at the offensive blue line. But if you run full speed at him, you're not going to be able to react fast enough when Josi goes laterally. Here he sees him, and you're just not going to be able to move fast enough. When you go that quickly, you have to close more in control, even though that may give a fraction more time. But once he has full possession, barreling at him is not going to work.
5th power play of the night. Switzerland's power play 4 for 23 at this point in the tournament. And the penalty kill for Sweden, a perfect 14 for 14. And another face-off win by Anton Lander, and this will get cleared all the way down the ice. Lander came in at 70% in the face-off department. Yet Hischier's had a pretty good night in the face-off department, winning 8 of 12 after 2. It is the 2nd power play unit out there now for Switzerland, and Hoffman will chase this back into his own zone. Quickly ahead for Preplan, and the pass for Ambule just a little bit out of his reach. Kept in at the line by Diaz. Rafael Diaz dishes off. Hischier, or rather Hoffman, plays this to the goal line for Ambule. Ambule sends it cross ice. Back for Andrighetto. Andrighetto, the shot up high, and that hit Ambule in front of the net. He appears to be all right. He'll make his way to the bench.
And that was nowhere, look out, dirty bouncer. That was nowhere even the net. That was going to go 2 feet over the net. Caught Ambule near the chin.
Wouldn't be looking for a tip because it would be a high stick.
That's right.
Marchini carries in, drops it back for Roman Josi. In for Kevin Fiala. Fiala, the tip play by Kurashev, and another good save by Henrik Lundqvist. This might be the best game we've seen from young Kurashev as well. Unable to clear as that one somehow ended up back in the middle of the ice. Ekholm short-handed. Ekholm puts on the brakes, tried the stutter step on Roman Josi, and Josi wasn't buying, but Ekholm was selling.
Before?
Yes.
Every day in practice.
Yep.
The Predators go head-to-head.
I'll be skate by the bench and say, really?
Comes something with new.
Lofell sends it on. Power play is over. Sweden remains perfect on the penalty kill. Lindblom carries in, the long floater to the near side. That got turned aside. Giving chase, Elias Lindholm. Lindblom will turn and head to the bench. Hornqvist out now on the forward check. Hornqvist takes it away from Simon Mosier. And then Roman Josi closed out Hornqvist quickly. On for Berchi. Berchi for Simon Mosier, on for Ambule. Feeling no effects of that high shot from Andrighetto. Lofell back for Simon Mosier. Mosier dropped off. Gaetan Haas. Save made by Henrik Lundqvist. Point blank range. And here comes Nylander. Drops for Eric Gustafsson. Gustafsson trying to get that onto the stick of Wenberg. Hornqvist behind the net. And it's taken by Gaetan Haas, but stripped of the puck by Wenberg. At the line, Marcus Pettersson, the shot, that goes wide. Mosier on for Gaetan Haas, and he'll send this in. Sweden right back up the ice with Kruger. Kruger puts on the brakes, drops it back. And the in-tight shot by Oscar Lindblom. Save made by Reto Berra. And Berra will hang on as he loses the bucket. 3-2 Sweden here in the third.
Switzerland trying to tie it up, down 3-2. Great chance by Gaetan Haas, and I love the way Haas steps off the bench and doesn't cruise into the play. He explodes into the play. Gets chances because of it. He's such a good skater. He gets right to it.
Sweden with the 1-goal lead. Ekholm carries deep against Rafael Diaz. Throws it for Elias Lindholm. Lindholm back at the blue line for John Klingberg. Klingberg finds a bit of a lane, just misses on the glove side on Reto Berra. And Nico Hischier's on the loose puck. Out to center ice it goes. Right back in for Sweden. Slap shot by Ekholm, that got blocked. And back in for the Swiss, but stopped, and Gregory Hoffman couldn't get it deep. William Nylander drops it back. Ekman Larsson the shot. Berra the save, the rebound there for Hornqvist, and he couldn't tuck it in the open side. And this will get sent all the way down the ice. 3-point night for William Nylander. for a 2-point night, correction. Goal and 1 assist. 10 points now, tied with Nikita Kucherov for top spot in the scoring. And Nylander has it again. Being chased down by Marchini. Collision in the corner, and we have an injured player in behind the play, Alexander Wenberg.
Yannick Weber down. No penalty was called.
Redder Barrow will go over and check. Alexander Wenberg was the Swedish player that was involved in the play.
Shove in the hips. Slash in the hands. Maybe he was on the way down. He got caught in the face.
He caught the dasher board.
I don't know if it was a dasher so much as it was maybe the butt end of Wenberg accidentally. Here's that nice tip by Kurashev. Henrik Lundqvist has seen that when he played with the Sedins over the years. It's a high slot tip they're very good at. Here's a Haas chance. Right in alone, and oh, Lundqvist stays out, challenges, stays up. Even though he doesn't squeeze it, makes the save.
Bit of an off year for Henrik Lundqvist by his standards, 18 wins only.
Yeah.
Goals against average of over 3. A save percentage of just over 9. His lowest win total of his 857 game career.
Or shared playing time with Georgiev as the season went along.
Penalty coming up on the play. And Patrick Hornquist, again, doesn't like the call. It's Anton Lander going to the box.
Hornquist better be careful. You respect the fact that he's passionate. I give him 1 more, and then I give him a 10 for coming over and barreling at the referees.
There it is right there as he knocks.
I tend to agree with Ricard Gronberg on this one. So now the power play, which has gotten nothing done. Best look might have been that Kurashev tip.
6th man advantage of the night. Sent in from the line by Kevin Fiala. Kurashev goes after it, but it's picked up by John Klingberg. And he'll send this all the way down the ice. Cross-checking is the call on Anton Lander. One of the penalty killers and one of the better face-off takers for Sweden. So he'll be in the box for 2 or less. Nico Hischier bumped off the puck, and Klingberg sends it back down the ice. Roman Josi, and again Oscar Lindblom pressures him. Josi sends it on, and Kevin Fiala will wind his way in. Sends it near side, and they're going to call this offside against Switzerland.
It's a big stay for Philip Kurashev. Just 19 years old. 2018 draft pick of Chicago in the 4th round. Split time between Quebec in the QMJHL and a little bit with Rockford at the tail end of the year. And here he is against Sweden, the men's world championship as a teenager, playing on the power play, down a goal in the 3rd period. That is heady territory.
Had a very good World Junior Championship in British Columbia. 6 goals in 7 games.
I don't doubt it. He's a powerful skater. To play against other teenagers, he would be a handful.
And Rigetto puts this onto the stick of Rafael Diaz. As the power play for Switzerland with 54 seconds left goes to work in the offensive zone. Ambuel plays it back, and Rigetto pinned to the boards by Rasmussen, and it comes out at center. Rasmussen has been used primarily in a penalty killing role tonight, and he's been very good. Turned over, and Louis Eriksson will send it all the way back down the ice. Diaz. And he'll play this in behind his own net. Josi ahead. Tristan Sherway tried to drop it back. Berchi missed it. Klingberg gets tied up. On the puck is Sherway.
No stick for Klingberg. Take advantage.
Plays it back for Gaetan. Haas scores! Gaetan Haas just as the power play expired.
Here comes Hornquist again. I'm giving Hornquist a 10 right now. tell him to be quiet and stay on the bench. As Gaetan Haas, who has had a spectacular game. Beautiful assist on the first goal. And a wicked wrister. Klingberg loses his stick right here. There's nothing wrong with that. Berchi's standing there, he gets caught between the post and Berchi's body. So now everyone's in line with Lundqvist, and he's trying to work his way around Berchi and Klingberg. And he'll get a sense of the angle here. Wow. Just inside Ekholm's hip. And whew, Switzerland ties it up.
So the first of the championship for Gaetan Haas.
And I like them putting out a different power play unit. They put out Berchi, Sherway, and Haas. Energy workers. The skill guys dancing around the edges weren't working. They put some worker guys that play fast. They got the puck, got it to the net, as Ekman Larsson continues to talk about Anton Lander's penalty and Klingberg's stick drop. Maybe not to change the call, but to politic for the next call.
3-3 tie here in the third period. Michael Fora will send this in. Berchi goes in after it. Marcus Pettersson will play it up at center ice. Berchi ties it up in behind his own net. Fora's there. Fora gets tied up. On the play, Elias Lindholm goes down. Puck comes loose, and Switzerland up the ice. Ambuel blocked the clearing attempt for Marcus Pettersson. Pettersson got the stick up on Ambuel a little bit. Marcus Pettersson, or rather Elias Pettersson, gets it back for Marcus Pettersson. And he'll play it back for Erik Gustafsson. And that has fired up the Swiss crowd, if indeed they even needed some firing up. Andrighetto dances his way around Nylander, and Henrik Lundqvist flashes the leather and makes the save and hangs on. 8:29 to go in a 3-3 tie.
Sweden is the back-to-back gold medal world champions. They know what these games are like. They are spending a lot of time during the play, after the whistles, during the breaks, arguing with the officials. It's pointless. Don't expend your energy, emotional or mental, on that. It's not going to change anything. And for a mature group with lots of experience, they are doing a lot of barking.
Slap back into the Sweden zone. Adam Larsson plays it up. Some room down that right side for Nylander. He finds Ekman Larsson, scores! Oliver Ekman Larsson. 4-3 Sweden. And again, William Nylander.
What a play. Patrick Hornquist is not getting an assist on this play, but he makes it happen. His net drive draws everyone. Play's turned over. Here comes Nylander. Hornquist drives the middle. He's sure digging in. Diaz has to back up. Genasi and Diaz focus on Nylander. How about this shot? Perfection by Ekman Larsson. As Hornquist crashes into the net, but does not dislodge it. Opening up the seam and leaving a one-on-one Ekman Larsson and Berra. Just like that, William Nylander, another point. Sweden takes the lead back again.
William Nylander becomes the outright leader, scoring leader in this 2019 IIHF World Championship.
13 points, not even through 5 games. Amazing. He won the MVP with 14 2 years ago.
And then almost injured Henrik Lundqvist. Almost.
Play hard, celebrate hard.
Yes, exactly. That was in Cologne, Germany. This gets cleared in, turned aside by Red O'Bara. Switzerland had a 1-0 lead. That's the only time that they have led in this game. Got tied up late in the first. Sweden took the lead in the second. And they've gone back and forth here. John Klingberg breaks this up. It's under 7.5 to go. Klingberg takes a solid jolt there from Christoph Berchi, who had him lined up. Back in behind the net. Lindblom tied up there with Berchi. Kruger has the puck. 4-3 Sweden. Mattias Ekholm through some traffic, and that went wide. Elias Lindholm plays it across for Ekholm. Ekholm will play it back for Lundqvist, and Lundqvist will send it on for John Klingberg. Through the middle of the ice for Elias Lindholm. Elias Pettersson following up on the play. And this is grabbed off by Nico Hischier. Hischier with some speed, puts on the brakes. Hischier looks, finds Fiala, and the right pad of Henrik Lundqvist finds that shot. Back at the line, jammed down low by Genasi, and now cleared out at center ice. And back in by Elias Pettersson. And now, no penalty coming on the play as Yannick Weber got dumped. Genasi. Tight quarters in the corner in the Swiss end of the ice, and now Genasi gets knocked down by Elias Lindholm with a bit of a cross check. Fiala winds it up to center, and on the back track, William Nylander takes it away. How good has William Nylander been?
MVP caliber. Again, still plenty of hockey to play, but he doesn't play a ton. 15 or so minutes a night.
Centered for Gaetan Haas, deflected away, and Adrian Kempe will take it for Sweden and send this back, and Rafael Diaz for Switzerland. On for Gaetan Haas and back into the Swedish zone. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, who has the go-ahead goal here in the third. Kempe gets wrapped up with Prepland, taken by Sherway, and he'll swing it in behind the Swedish net where Lundqvist will leave it for Ekman-Larsson. Long lead pass for Kruger. Kruger forced to the corner by Lucas Frick. Kruger stays on it, under 5 to go in regulation. Michael Fora on for Ambule. He'll send it in. Lundqvist plays it for Klingberg. Klingberg, the long floater for Rasmussen, too far. And Josi will go back, but this will be an icing call against Sweden.
It's been a busy third period, just 4:29 left. Gaetan Haas, as a power play expired, will count as an even strength goal. Even things up, and then William Nylander again. The vision. Ekman-Larsson is so far behind the play, and yet Nylander spotted him flat, crisp, and Ekman-Larsson, the pinpoint shooter, gives Sweden the lead again.
They'll do the face-off honors all over again, and there's John Klingberg complaining to the official
that face-off was kicked. Another nuance of the international game. You can't use your feet immediately during a face-off. Part of the strategy in the NHL.
Yep. Hischier trying to pull this one back, and Rasmussen dives to knock it out, and that line will now head to the bench on the change after the icing call. They couldn't make the change. Roman Josi gets to center ice and snaps this in. Erik Gustafsson couldn't handle it. At the line for Diaz. Diaz away from Landeskog. Plays it behind the net. Sven Andrighetto trying to pull it away from Erik Gustafsson, could not. And back up the ice for Elias Pettersson. Pettersson will play it deep, goes in, gives Josi a bump. Josi gives him a shot back. Andrighetto goes down. And the helmet comes off of Nico Hischier, so he'll have to make his way to the bench. Josi. Little delay there. Pass up the middle, trying to catch up to it is Gregory Hoffman. Couldn't do it.
You're going to want to get Hischier another helmet. 3:25 left if this goes another. Oh, Rev Linesman was saying, no, that shouldn't be an ice. That will go back to center. But there's the whistle.
Yes.
Because of that, went another minute and a half. You need him back on the ice.
4-3 Sweden, 3:20 on the clock.
.20 left, 1-goal game. And for Sweden, it's important to win this game in regulation. They've already lost to the Czechs. For them to have a chance to finish first, they have to win this in regulation and then beat Russia, likely, in regulation. So it's not just about getting the win,
correct,
but getting the win without going to extra time.
A clean win in regulation would get them 12 points, 7-1. Slovakia defeats Great Britain. So back-to-back wins now for Slovakia, but they still need some help. Russia 15 points. Switzerland with 12. Czech Republic 12. Sweden with 9. So at the end of this one, in regulation, Sweden jumps into that tie with Switzerland and the Czech Republic. A Swiss win in regulation, and they jump in the top spot against Russia. Russia has played one more game than these two teams as of right now. It'll all be even at the end of the night.
Nice job, Hornquist. The skate work to pin that on the wall, to control for the chip. Well done.
Rafael Diaz up for Switzerland, the long lead pass. Berchi got a stick on it, heads to the bench on the change, and Matthias Ekholm will play it right back out and down the ice, and that gets tipped in, and Diaz will go back for it. Diaz around for Roman Josi. Josi trying to spin away from a check. Josi protects it against the checking of Kruger. Gets it ahead for Hoffman to the front of the net. Lundqvist down, and it comes off a stick to the near side and taken out of harm's way by Louis Eriksson. But two Swiss players right down in front of Henrik Lundqvist. Back in for Hoffman. Hoffman takes it to the left side. Hoffman puts on the brakes. Gregory Hoffman sends it rink wide. Off the sideboards. Controlled there, Sherway. Twisting and turning to the bench for the extra attackers. Red O'Bara with 2 minutes to go. 6 attackers. Mosier the shot. Deflected in front of the net and cleared away. Near side was open, but it never got there. Lofell the shot. Save. Rebound. 6 attackers for Switzerland. Kept in at the line, no. Deflected out by Louis Eriksson. Lofell slows it down as Switzerland changes. Nico Hischier on for Andrighetto. Andrighetto sends it in. Around the boards, Kevin Fiala. Back for Andrighetto, for Diaz, for Josi. Josi for Fiala. Shot deflected wide as it was blocked by Hornquist. Sent around the boards and out to center ice by Ekholm. Roman Josi winds it up, and now 1 minute. In for Hischier. Hischier for Andrighetto, on for Diaz. Diaz sends it to the far side for Roman Josi. Watched by Anton Lander, and now Wenberg picks up the chase. Hischier, Andrighetto, Diaz, Josi, back for Diaz, through some traffic, deflected, and it slithers wide. Hischier centers, and it's grabbed off by Anton Lander, and now a race for it. And Fiala will get there ahead of Landeskog. At center for Andrighetto. Through for Kevin Fiala with 20 seconds. Landeskog breaks it up. Roman Josi has it. Plays it back for Diaz. Time running out on Switzerland. Diaz gets forced there by Anton Lander. Is there time for one last rush? Lofell for Berchi. To the line, no further. And Sweden will defeat Switzerland 4-3 on a game winner in the third from Oliver Ekman-Larsson.
Good game. Two good teams. They may very well see each other again further on down the line. William Nylander, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Roman Josi, the best players in this game were the best players in this game.
15 points for Russia, 12 Switzerland, 12 Czech Republic, 12 Sweden. Our triple header is done, and it was a thriller. Sweden wins it 4-3.
International, sponzora majstrovstiev sveta IIHF ľadovom hokeji 2019.
The prizes will be presented by Zuzana Kracinova, Head of Finance of the 2019 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship Organizing Committee, and Peter Spuler, Stadl Rail, Official Partner of the 2019 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship.
Ceny budú odovzdávať pani Zuzana Kracinová, riaditeľka financií organizačného výboru majstrovstiev sveta v ľadovom hokeji, a pán Peter Špúla, Stadl Rail, oficiálny partner majstrovstiev sveta v ľadovom hokeji.
The best player from Team Switzerland is number 92, Gaetan Haas. The best player from Team Sweden is number 88, William Nylander. In recognition of 35 years of service to the Swedish Ice Hockey Association, the International Ice Hockey family would like to honor Swedish equipment manager Anders Budding Weiderståhl.
Ako uznanie 35-ročnej práce pre Švédsku asociáciu ľadového hokeja ocení celá medzinárodná hokejová rodina kustóda švédskeho tímu Andersa Buddinga Weiderståhl.
Anders has worked over 3 decades in ice hockey. hockey. He's one of the most decorated team officials in ice hockey history and has earned 27 Olympic and World Championship medals during his career.
Anders pracoval v ľadovom hokeji viac ako 3 dekády. Najzaujímavejší funkcionál v histórii ľadového hokeja. Počas svojej kariéry získal 27 medailí zo 7 olympijských hier a majstrovstiev sveta.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a hand for Goody, everybody.
Prosím vás všetkých, aby ste publikom vzdali vašu poctu.
Please rise for national anthem of Sweden.
Dámy a páni, na počesť víťazného tímu zaznie štátna hymna Švédska.
The 2019 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship will continue tomorrow here in Bratislava at 4:15 in Austria against Czech Republic.
Dámy a páni, rozhodol sa tady hokej 2019 označujú za krajinu Bratislava. Počas startovania
Thank you.
seem to have found your stride at this tournament. What is it? The time of year, the jersey, the coach? What is it that makes you tick here?
I mean, I think we're getting together as a team and playing really well. I mean, from a tough year, I think stuff is just going in the net right now, so it's just how it goes.
Obviously, people know what teammates mean to each other, but to have someone like Anders, your equipment manager, what does he mean to your group?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, he's been here forever, and I mean, he's done such an unbelievable job. So it's special for him tonight, and it was a win for him.
Lastly, you guys lost the first game of the tournament, something you guys didn't really want. Nonetheless, you won this tight game. How does that help you guys moving forward?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we played a really good team tonight, and it's going to help us further down the tournament. So we'll build off of this win and keep going.
Good luck.
Thank you.
One heck of a battle, nothing to really hang your head on. It was close. Is this what you expected from Sweden this time around?
Yeah, of course. We know they're a really skilled team. Big guys, can skate really well, and we knew they're coming. And I think the transition, they went from defense to offense really fast, and they caught us once or twice. And but at the end of the game, I think it was a great battle. Our team showed character, but of course we lost the game.
This has to add to your confidence, however. 2 very close games against Sweden in back-to-back years. How is this going to help you moving forward?
Yeah, of course. Every game like that, you're going to learn, you know, little details. And of course, international. It's power play and penalty kill really important. We saw that today again. You got the momentum, you got some shots, and you can go into the game like that. And at the end of the day, at the end of the game. I think overall was a good game.
Over the past couple of years, you've been a part of this team. What's the main difference you noticed since you guys have made that leap into the top tier of competitors?
I mean, we have to play our system. We have to battle hard, and I think our D zone is it works really well when we are aggressive, you know, and that's the key. As soon as we leave them a little bit space, they can make their plays and give them room. It's tough, but if we are aggressive. If we help each other, we talk, we're coming out of our zone really well, I think then it's when we can compete against the big teams.
Thank you very much, and congratulations on a fantastic performance.
Thank you.